He's a
Um,
sovereign citizen. He's probably representing himself.
okay, thank you. Ooh, all righty. Um, I gotta get that done. Okay. All right. So, Tanae Antonia Morgan Tari or Tari Tanae Antonia Morgan. It's too many. It's a lot of names. Last name is Morgan. I think the first name is Tari or Tanae. And they are wanted. No attorney attached. All right. Rule absolute. I'm sorry.
Yes, the state was going to request rule absolute.
Rule absolute will be granted. Yvonne Renee Motley is not wanted and has been reset for the November 17th, 2025 calendar. Okay. All right. And that will be for both of her cases. Gilberto Murillo Para. Gilberto Murillo Pala is wanted and there's no surety. So the court is going to grant a rule absolute. Next case for Muwakil, Sharif Muwakil is closed. The Mr. Muwakil had two cases, both of those are closed. Jeannie Lee New, N-E-W, Jeannie Lee New, that case is closed. Frederick Elias Norman. Frederick Elias Norman is wanted. Lister Holton Dennis, any report?
No report, Your Honor. I don't see him on the Zoom. I'm not sure there's somebody in the courtroom.
Oh,
There is
Deputy
somebody.
Counsel, anyone in the courtroom?
There's somebody in the courtroom for Monte Price, not for the other individual.
I'm sorry, can you speak up for me?
There's somebody here for Monte Price, but not for the other individual.
Okay, Monte Price. All right. Margaret, so I'll grant a rule absolute. Margaret Sherelle Norman.
Your Honor, she's present in the Zoom. To my understanding, the bench warrant has been recalled.
Yes, a surety order was filed in that. But the last notice that we sent on September 16th was still recalled. So do we have a current address for her?
Yes, Your Honor, and she lives out of state, so I was hoping that maybe she could send that over to a clerk here and she could update her address with the state court clerk.
Okay, so my understanding is if they're making it a lot easier because on the website, Ms. Motley, you are fine. You have court on November 17th at 1 p.m. November 17th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Arnold. So, yes, Ms. Norman needs to update her address, and she can do that by going on the website. And it's my understanding that they have now QR codes that will allow you to update your address very easily.
Okay.
But she needs to do that because she came in and I guess cured this and is set to go back on a calendar, but notice keeps getting returned. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't update us as to where you live, how are we gonna find you? Also, please put your first and last name on the calendar. When you are conducting business, most of the time people want to see your last name. If you're conducting business with the court, you don't want to be confused with another person with your same last name. So we want your first and last name. That's how we help you. Okay, so rename yourself. If I'm only seeing one name, I need you to rename yourself. All right, if I'm seeing what kind of phone you have, I need you to rename yourself. All right. So the next case, so Miss Tortorella, you have contact with Miss Norman?
Yes, Your Honor. Also, I was hoping that maybe she did waive her arraignment, but I'm hoping that maybe the state could provide us with an offer and the accusation and police report, so maybe we can resolve the case today if my client would choose to do so.
That would be wonderful. So y'all can communicate by chat or text or whatever. Wolfgang Olivaros.
He's present, Your Honor, on the Zoom.
It's Wolfgang. I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Olivaros. you're here for no license. There's an attorney here from Lister Holton Dennis. Is this one where we're gonna have to move it, or is it possible that y'all can resolve this today?
I would have to conference with him, Your Honor, and see what he wants to do.
All
Miss,
right, sir, you can speak. Go ahead.
sorry, only Spanish.
Yo hablo
Okay.
español.
Solo hablo
So-
español.
Sí, yo hablo
Only
español.
Spanish. Okay,
Necesito interpretar. Un momento.
okay.
All right, so we'll get an interpreter if you, we can get an interpreter, Ms. Powell or Miss Val.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I'll get one.
let's see if we can get that case resolved today. That would be good. All right, so, Geo D Owens, and it's Geo. D as in initial D as in David, and Owens, Owens. Geo Owens is wanted. All right, rule absolute will be granted. No attorney assigned to that. Dante Palm, Palm.
Your Honor, I don't see Mr. Palm on the Zoom, and we have not had contact.
Okay, a surety was signed in that case, and he remains wanted. Maria Perez Gonzalez.
Your Honor, our understanding is that she went back to her home country of Mexico and that she's deceased.
Oh, okay. All right. If you have any documentation of either of those events happening, please provide them to the state.
We just got that message from one of her family members. I'm not sure if the state can look further into that.
All right, so that will be for both her cases. That is the information we have. Until such time as we can confirm either of those statuses, she'll remain wanted until the state chooses to present something to the court. Okay. All right, so in the second case, I'll go ahead and grant the rule absolute. Because I don't know that until we have confirmation, I don't know that it's gonna make a big difference. Shantae Purnell. Wanted, Shantae Talia Purnell. All right, a rule absolute will be granted. Jamal S. Phillips, a surety was granted in that case, but Mr. Phillips is not currently wanted. Does anyone have any indication of Mr. Phillips being placed on another calendar? All right, so
He's not currently scheduled for anything.
okay.
If
I don't
he could
have
be
that in it.
placed,
I'm sorry.
if he could be placed on a arraignment calendar, we could probably resolve it at
Yeah,
some point.
we'll place him on a calendar because I don't know that because I don't have any indication that a notice was returned. So he may actually be just waiting to get notice.
But actually, Your Honor, this is one of those that the bench warrant was never activated by the jail.
Oh, that's nice of them. So do I need to do a bench warrant?
Yes, please.
All right, bench warrant, bond forfeiture. Shazia Pierce, that is closed. Andre Pinkney. He's wanted. Lister Holton Dennis.
I don't see him on the Zoom. Deputy, is there anybody by the name of Andre Pickney in the courtroom right now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All
We
right.
have no contact, Your Honor.
All right, rule absolute. Next is Rick James Pinace. Pinnace, Rick James Pinace. And this looks like it came back from Superior Court. You all may not have had it because I don't think we had it on an arraignment. So I don't think any of us have seen this case on our arraignment calendar yet. He hasn't come in on arraignment calendar. The court notice was returned on September 29th. So the court is going to grant a rule absolute. Dana Catherine Papia, Pipia, Papia, and it's for public drunk. Do we need to maintain this case? Hello? Do we really need to carry a 2022 public drunk into the 2026?
No, we can issue a non-process, fine.
Thank you. That's so nice. All right. Randall Allen Polk.
Your Honor,
Yes.
my understanding is, our client, Mr. Randall Polk, is deceased. We provided the obituary, to the state on or about June 17th of 2025 via email.
Okay.
I'm sure that, I'm pretty certain that Attorney Lynch emailed that, forwarded that to ASG Tipton at the time. So I'm not sure if ASG Bang has it, but
Do you have it so that you could resend it to her?
I would have to contact Mr. Lynch.
Okay. Let's see if we can find out, or if we can look it up, because sometimes when y'all tell me people are deceased, I find the obituary pretty quickly. All right, so we'll hold that one for determination. Ivan Porter. This was upstairs for VGCSA. So it's come downstairs. It is a surety order has been filed, and he remains wanted. So last name is Porter, Ivan Porter. All right. Dondrick Amir Pounds, that case is closed. Monte Arnez Price. There's someone in the courtroom for Monte Arnez Price.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Are you Mr. Price?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Price, you're represented by the law firm of Lister, Holt, and Dennis, and we have one of their attorneys here. This is for an improper U-turn. Ms. Tortorello, is this a possibility that this could be resolved today?
I believe that's his father, Mr. James Price. Am I correct, sir?
That is correct. And I'm also the bondholder.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
so I have Monte Arnez Price on the bond, just so you know. So, because I don't want you to go and say I'm the bondholder and you present your ID and then they say, no, it's the other guy. So the second thing is he incarcerated somewhere, or is he in a situation where he cannot make it to court?
He is incarcerated. He's in state custody at Wilcox State Prison in Abbeville, Georgia.
Okay, so what we do in those cases is it's an improper U-turn. Miss Bing, talk to Mr. Brooks about whether we need to maintain this, if we can verify that he is in state custody, because this might be one for no pros because he's already sitting longer than we would have punished him for this.
And Your Honor, he also has another case before you.
Oh yeah, the Mallory family violence. Now that one might be a little different. But
Yeah.
Mr. James Price, sir, what we do in these cases is we will do a bench warrant, which has already been done for both of these, not a bond forfeiture, but a bench warrant. So we'll cancel the forfeiture, but we will keep the bench warrant. And the reason is the bench warrant lets other holding agencies like other jails, other prisons know that when that person is finished with their obligation at that particular location, that they need to send them to us for adjudication of our case. But it also is possible that we can get in touch with Wilcox and maybe take care of this by video, because a lot of times they've been very helpful with us to allow us to take care of these county cases by video, and then while they're serving their state ordered time.
Your Honor, I appreciate that. And that was going to be the recommendation I was going to make. And he is aware of that and willing to go through that process. So I'm recommending that you set up a video conference with Wilcox State, with him, to try to resolve this while he is currently in custody. So all of this will be taken care of, and there will not be a bench warrant once he completes his time, because he has a 5-year sentence.
Okay, so Ms. Tortorello, is this you or Mr. Lynch?
Myself and Mr. Lynch have been handling the matter. We did send over the court proof of his incarceration back in April of this year, in attempts to lift that bench warrant. But it will be one of us, Your Honor.
Okay, so the bench warrant will stand just in case he gets released early and they don't like send him back to us. The forfeiture will be canceled. We're not going to sign a rule absolute on that. And you all can try, like we've done before, to get the person here from the Department of Corrections. And if you do that, we'll put them on a video calendar, and then we can see if we can resolve these matters. If y'all talk to Ms. Bing and Mr. Brooks prior to that, and then when they come on, we will already have a negotiated resolution or at least some sense of direction, then we can go ahead and make that happen.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
If Ms. Tortorello can send his proof of incarceration over to me, I need to do the order to set aside the bond forfeiture for your signature.
Okay.
So that it wouldn't be in place.
Mr. Price, do you have proof of incarceration with you? Because the first time I remember we talked, or you talked to the law firm, he was in Telfair State Prison.
Yes, ma'am. They moved him to Wilcox about 2 months ago because Wilcox offer more training and that kind of thing. So he asked to be transferred, and they transferred him to Wilcox State about 2 months ago.
Okay. Do you have any paperwork showing his transfer?
Well, they didn't send me any papers,
Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and I guess his attorneys can verify that through the Department of Corrections.
Yes, ma'am.
And then when we get that, we can move it forward, okay? All right, thank you, sir, for coming in. I'm sorry that you're coming in for these purposes, but thank you for coming in and helping your son to take care of these matters.
Yes, ma'am. And the reason I believe in person, I've had all kind of problems with video conferencing, and so
I got you.
I'm the bond holder, even though his name is on there.
Yes, sir.
The cash is mine.
I can imagine. So yeah, we're gonna cancel that forfeiture because we don't want to take your money, and especially when we know where he is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all for working together on that. Zachary, Rachel, the surety order has been filed in that case. Zachary Rachel is still wanted. And the most recent notice was returned on September 23rd of 2025. So that address has not been updated. That information has not been updated. All right. Rashay T. Redden. Rashay T. Redden, Redden. Last call. Rashay Redden is wanted. The forfeiture of recognizance has been filed and a rule absolute is being granted. Samaya Amina Reed.
Yes.
All right. So Ms. Reed, I do not see an attorney on your case. Are you representing yourself, or do you have an attorney who's representing you?
Representing myself that I know.
All right. Okay. Did you wish to have the court appoint an attorney to you, or do you wish to represent yourself? You can do both.
I'm gonna represent myself.
Okay. Are you over 21?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Does the state have a recommendation for the affray charge?
Can we hold for that?
Okay. So Miss Reed, we're going to get you a recommendation for your charge. And if you are, if it is something that you're interested in doing, you could take a plea today and resolve this matter. Or the state can talk to you about what they are going to recommend to the court. You have the right to enter a not guilty plea and go to trial. You have the right to enter a plea of guilty and have your case resolved today. I don't know if the state would be willing to accept a NOLO plea. That basically depends a lot on your record and if you've entered a NOLO plea previously, but that would also possibly be something that you could do. And that would also, a NOLO plea would also be resolved today. What's I gonna say? If you will just hold on, we will at least get you that information, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thought I'll put your hold up. Now, what I need from you also is if you're not going to resolve your case today, we need you to change your address with the clerk of state court. Do you have a pencil or a pen, some paper?
Give me a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Miss Wright, do you have a link to the website for Miss Reed?
It's just our county website. I mean, I could
Okay,
chat her a link though.
that would be fine. That's what I mean.
Yes, ma'am, I can do that.
Okay, so Miss Reed, you're gonna get a chat. It's gonna be a red box with a white number in it. It's gonna pop up on your screen. And Miss, you hear me? I'm sorry.
You said a red box in the bottom of the screen or something else?
Yeah, it's going to pop up next to your chat function, and Miss Wright is going to send you the website for the clerk's office. My understanding is the clerk has made it really easy to change your address. There are QR codes where you can get all the information about how to change your address. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't track every individual person, and because we can't, if you have a pending criminal matter and you do not tell us your new address or how to get notices to you by mail, you will get a bench warrant. You will get an arrest warrant. That could be, you could be arrested at any point. Imagine going to the airport to go get on your cruise and you can't get on your cruise because you're being put in handcuffs. Not a good idea. So please make sure that you change your address if you are going to move during while your case is open. Ms.
Okay.
Bermudez. Yes.
How does that go about if I was technically homeless?
I got you, but usually we ask people if there's somebody you know who can hold your mail for you, if you could maybe afford the cost of a post office box where you could get your mail. I get that times are tough, but we can't track people down. The only way we know to track people down is we issue a bench warrant and they get arrested.
Okay.
All right. So that's what I'm telling you is if you change your address to something where we can send you notice and you can reliably get the notice, that's different. But we don't have the resources to be able to change everybody's address and skip trace them and track them down. That's not our job. Okay. It's your case. So you have to maintain the information with the court. All right, so the last case on the calendar is Michael Render. Mr. Render's case has been closed. Let's go back to Oliveras. Ms. Bermudez is here.
Yes, Your Honor, I would need an offer and the accusation and the citation or something from the state.
Yeah, I thought Ms. Bing was working on that.
Okay.
Yes, I just received the file.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's working on sending you that. Okay, so Ms. Bermudez, the gentleman, Mr. Wolfgang Oliveros.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Oliveros, there is a possibility that today we could resolve your case.
Señor Oliveros, existe la posibilidad de que podamos solucionar su caso en el día de hoy.
You have an attorney who is present today.
¿Usted tiene un abogado el cual está presente en el día de hoy?
She's going to receive all of the information from the state that she needs so that she can talk to you about this issue.
Y ella va a recibir toda la información de parte del Estado para ella poder hablar con usted con respecto a este asunto.
She will present to you any offer that the state makes for resolution of this matter through a plea.
Y ella le va a presentar a usted la oferta que el Estado le haga para poder solucionar el caso utilizando una declaración a cargos.
And she will explain all of the rights that you have going forward with this information.
Y ella le va a explicar todos los derechos que usted tiene de ahora en adelante con toda esta información.
Do you have any questions for me right now?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta para mí en esos momentos?
You got to unmute for me, sir.
Tiene que encender su micrófono, señor, para mí.
You're still talking, but I can't hear you.
Usted todavía está hablando, pero no le puedo escuchar. ¿Puede encender el micrófono, señor? Su micrófono no está encendido.
I could hear him before.
Yo lo pude escuchar antes.
Tell him I'm sending him a prompt on his computer and it should be popping up. If he clicks on that, that should help.
Yo le estoy enviando una señal en la computadora. Si usted oprime, debería de salir y esto le debería ayudar.
Go, if you look at your screen and you see there you go.
Okay.
All right, speak to me.
Escucha. Hello?
See,
You hear me?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Did you have questions for me, Mr. Oliveros?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta para mí, señor Oliveros?
No, no tengo una pregunta, solamente quería decirle a la señora y honorable juez que disculpen si en otra oportunidad no había podido estar presente en una corte, pero es que mi dirección fue cambiada hace muchísimo tiempo.
Okay,
Y-
deme un momentito, señor Oliveros. I just wanted to let the honorable judge know that I apologize if I was not present in my previous court, but what happened was my address was changed.
Oh, that's fine. That's what I've been telling people is we gotta change these addresses. But your attorney is here and can help you today, at least to get to the next step in this process.
Ok, está bien. Eso es lo que yo le he estado diciendo a las personas con el asunto del cambio de direcciones. Pero su abogada está acá en el día de hoy y de ahora en adelante ya le va a poder ayudar, por lo menos el día de hoy, a tomar el próximo paso en el proceso.
All right, I'll be back in a moment. Y'all are going to exchange information. Mr. James, I'm going to look for where your case was because I don't know. I don't remember seeing it, but I will come back and see if I missed you or called you on the previous calendar. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And you only need one device, Mr. James, because it's going to cause feedback otherwise.
I'm sorry. Other phone just keep blinking off. And I have some information in my phone. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to need.
Miss Daya,
Yes.
I sent a link to Mr. Wolfgang with the change of address that he can click on and go to change his address with the county
Ok, señor Oliveros.
in the chat.
En el chat le acaban de enviar un enlace y en ese enlace usted lo va a poder utilizar para poder hacer su cambio de dirección con el condado.
Disculpe, ya lo hice el día que fui a la corte.
Oh, he's saying that he already did that the day that he came to court.
Y disculpa.
Okay, it was
y
just for his
suministré
convenience.
mi licencia. Okay.
¿Perdón?
Que cambié la dirección y también suministré mi licencia.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, he already provided his license information and he made the address change.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, está bien, muchas gracias.
Okay.
Mr. Torello, what calendar is your client information on?
He's on the 11 o'clock bond forfeiture calendar.
The 11 o'clock. Okay, thank you.
Judge Hayward, is there any way I can be placed in a breakout room with him? or the court. Ms. Terrell, do you think you can place me in a breakout room with Mr. Oliveras? Señor Olivera, yo le he mandado un chat, si me puede por favor mandar su número de teléfono.
Ok, pero ahorita no me dejaba ver, pero ¿cómo hago para responder? Se lo
¿Tú
puedo dictar
ves?
por aquí.
Ok.
Mi número es 678.
No, no lo digas en el público, por favor. Ok, te voy a mandar mi correo electrónico y me lo mandas, pues, ¿ok? Por correo electrónico,
Ok,
¿está bien?
ok.
Hush. Hush.
I'm sorry, you entered. Señor Oliveros, ¿me puede por favor poner su audio en silencio para que cuando hablemos por teléfono el público no escuche la conversación, por favor? So, ponga su audio en silencio.
Tortorello, I have sent you 3 recommendations and accusations on your phone.
I received, thank you.
Okay, great.
Your Honor, I have a couple of announcements.
Tortorella, you have announcements?
Yes, Your Honor. For Miss Norman, she's going to maintain her not guilty plea, Your Honor.
All right. She is clear on how to change her address?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. Who's next?
Mr. Oliveras,
Uh-huh.
and I'm waiting for Miss Bermudez.
Miss Bermudez is right here.
Okay. For Mr. Oliveras, my understanding is the state's going to no process case.
Y para el caso del señor Oliveras, lo que yo entiendo es que el Estado va a desestimar su caso.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Oliveros, for showing up. Your case will be no pros. That means that you are free to go. Please be safe and please make sure that if you are driving, your license is in good order.
Gracias, señor Oliveras, por presentarse. Su caso va a ser desestimado. Lo que esto significa es que usted puede retirarse. Manténgase seguro y asegúrese que si usted está conduciendo, su licencia de conducir está en orden.
Ok, gracias.
And
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
Your Honor, he does have a valid license.
Okay, good to go. All right. Thank you, sir.
Y su señoría, él tiene licencia de conducir válida. Ok, puede retirarse. Gracias, señor.
And Your Honor, one more thing on behalf of my client.
Yes.
Is there any way the court could provide myself or email Mr. Olivares with the disposition for immigration purposes?
Yeah, you're wanting that from Miss Wright. Just go ahead and ask her to send it to you by email, and then you can send it to Mr. Oliveros.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, just send her an email so that she will remember to just send you a copy of it.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, Miss Bermudez, I think that is all. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good
And
day.
if Ms.
You
Bermudez
too.
can translate that, I'm sorry, because he's wondering about that.
Ok,
Okay.
y algo más por parte de mi cliente, sus señorías, le pido que por favor nos envíe ya sea a mí o a mi cliente a su correo electrónico una copia de lo que sería la disposición legal del caso, y esto es para asuntos migratorios. Sí, usted puede hablar esto con la señorita Wright, solamente asegúrese de enviarle a ella un correo y ella se lo va a enviar ya sea a usted o al señor Olivera. Muchas gracias. O sea, que solamente que ponga esto como parte del correo electrónico y ella le va a enviar una copia a usted.
All right. All right. The next case, we were talking to Miss Reed. Did the state have the information for Miss Reed in order to make an offer?
We did make an offer. I just haven't heard back. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have, she's not represented. Ms. Reed, you already served 1 day in jail, so we're giving you credit for time served, and you would just have to do 40 hours of community service. And then after that, probation would suspend. If that's amenable, you do not have to accept that offer. You could also go to trial if you like.
What if I already paid probation for this? I think I'm not sure if it was this or not, but it was like a couple of years ago, so I can't really remember if this was.
So if you haven't resolved this case, so you wouldn't have probation for this case. This case is still open. What she's saying is that she's willing to resolve the case for a plea, and all you would have to do is 40 hours of community service through probation. And because the case is sort of old, I'll be willing to waive your supervision fees as long as you completed the 40 hours of community service, and then you would be done.
Okay.
Is that something you wish to do?
Yes.
All right. So this is what, let me make sure we're real clear. So you would have to sign up for probation. I would suspend the probation supervision fees, but as soon as you get the 40 hours of community service done, your probation would terminate. You do have to appear for probation, but is like as soon as you get that 40 hours done and knock that out, it would terminate. Okay. Are we clear on the terms?
Yes. So I had to come all the way back up there to come to probation to sign up for community service?
No, I'm going to put you in a breakout room for signing up for probation. So you don't have to go anywhere. You'll speak to the probation expert today by video. And as for doing the 40 hours, as long as it's in an agency that's approved by your probation officer, because there's some restrictions about what you can, agencies you can and cannot work for. So as long as your 40 hours meets those criteria, then you can do it anywhere that's close to you and send it in.
Okay.
Also,
all right. Are you outside? Oh, go ahead, Miss.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to advise that she does have a NOLO available if she wishes to use it.
Okay. So if you wish to use a NOLO plea, sometimes I guess people don't know the benefit of a NOLO plea. So let me see if I can explain it as carefully as I can. A NOLO plea means that you understand that the state has the information or evidence that they could present, and that evidence could result in a guilty plea. A NOLO plea indicates to anybody who's looking at your record that you have not accepted guilt for this offense, that you are just not contesting this information. What it does in a lot of cases, particularly in cases like an affray or a criminal trespass or something like that, it helps when people are looking at your record for employment purposes. So if you wish to use a NOLO, you may, and that is a whole lot different than a guilty. So that's up to you. And also, the NOLO can be used for other offenses, just not the same or similar offense within the next 5 years. So that's up to you.
Oh, that's hard. 'Cause I feel like I don't know. It's oh man. I'm gonna try to do the community service or try to find something that I can.
Okay, well, it's getting near the holidays. Everybody needs something. The Salvation Army, the Hosea Helps, the local, any local food bank. Who else? There's just so many organizations, especially now, that are going to need your help. From now is like the big volunteer time through December or January. Okay, so
Are they strict on like timing and everything?
you just have to do the 40 hours within the probation time. Whenever you get it done, you'll be done. So it just work with, you talk to the agency and ask them, hey, I can do this time. I can do this time. Can we set it up so I can come in at these times that work for me? 'Cause, I'm assuming you have a job that you're trying to work around.
No, I haven't had a job because I just found out through maybe Uber. I didn't find out about this case until about 2 months ago through an Uber background check. But I had got back in contact with my family that I haven't talked to in over a year and a half. And they told me about the paper that had came in the mail. So I was like, I wasn't aware of anything because I've been homeless since December of last year. And then the recent address I was at, I wasn't even receiving my mail like I was supposed to. So I'm not sure if anything was in the database to be like, well, we sent this to that address, but I know it's still my fault for not, I
I
guess.
got you. Listen to me though. Ingles is hiring all departments, all locations. That's a grocery store. And I know that might seem like, oh, I don't, but sometimes you just have to take something to get your foot in the door and keep looking for something that's going to bring you more money. I don't know how much they're paying. I just know that I heard it when I was shopping last night. We're hiring all departments, all locations. So there's a lot of places that are hiring. And even if it's not your dream job, sometimes you got to just take something to get.
Like I wasn't being picky or anything. I've been looking for a job
you.
nonstop since June of last year, and I never had a problem with finding a job. So I even ran a background check on myself even last summer because all the way from June to now, I've been looking for a job and I never had an issue. And I've been trying to figure out why. Is it because I got, I had the work experience and schooling and everything like that. And I was just still trying to figure out why it's so consistently back to back. Even if I get the job offer and I go through the interview and everything, they'll finish everything and then tell me, oh, we got the wrong person or something like that. I'm like, that don't make sense.
It might be this was open on but once you close it, that might help. That's all I can think.
Okay. And that's still with finishing the community service and everything. Because I don't think NOLO sounds like a good idea if I could still turn back around and end up being guilty later on and going on trial. So
no, ma'am. Once you enter a plea of NOLO, that's done. So there's no turn back around and guilty later. A NOLO plea, you enter the plea for each individual offense. What I was explaining is that if you got like a traffic offense later or something like that, you can use a NOLO for the same type of offense only once every 5 years. Okay. So you couldn't, if you got another affray, God forbid, you couldn't use a NOLO within the next 5 years. But if you got a traffic ticket, like a speeding ticket, if you didn't use a NOLO, you would have a NOLO available to you.
Okay.
There's no turnaround and be guilty for this. Once you enter a NOLO, it's a NOLO.
Okay.
Did you understand that?
Yes, I did. Right? Yeah, that sounded a little better. I thought you were saying something. Well, I heard you the first time, but I thought you were saying if I do plead NOLO, it can turn back around and take me to trial.
No, once you plea is what you plea. So if you enter a NOLO plea, I'm just telling you that if you enter a NOLO plea, if you were to have the same or similar type of offense in the future, it would be another 5 years before you had the ability to enter another NOLO plea.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so NOLO pleas have a time limit, so you only get to use it once every 5 years for a particular type of offense. But because a traffic offense is different, like if you had a speeding ticket, you would still have a NOLO available to you if you haven't done one in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Now you understand how that works?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry if I confused you. I tend to talk really fast.
That's fine. I'm just making sure I got everything lined up. I just know between
And I'm glad you asked me because I was looking at you like, am I not being clear? And sometimes I'm not. Okay, so did you wish to enter the plea?
Yes, because I don't want to put myself at risk of missing any community service due to my circumstances right now.
Well, no, I mean the community service offered, yeah, let's go ahead and get that locked in. But I'm just saying, once you're done with this, you don't have to worry about missing the notices and then having the, a bench warrant or something issued because it'll be done.
Okay.
All right. So raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I swear.
Okay, so you can put your hand down. So you're before the court on 2023 CR 01572. Samaya Amina Reed. You're entering a plea and you're representing yourself. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you're entering a plea of NOLO to the offense of affray. Okay, and by doing so, you give up the right to go to trial. You give up the right to have the state prove your case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to present evidence and testimony to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis for me, Ms. Bing, please.
Yes, on February 10th, 2021, the defendant was engaged in a physical fight with other offenders, Malika Raphael, I think that's Raphael, or Rafid, and Jasmine Raphael, in a public place, the front yard of the incident location, that being 4990 Saddle Creek Lane in Ellenwood, Georgia, prompting neighbors to call 911. The state's recommending 12 months to serve, 1 day, credit for time served, 40 hours of community service. The balance can suspend after she's finished. And I would also add a no contact. I don't know if there's any reason for them to be in contact or what have you, but probably no contact.
Ms. Reed, did you know these people or was this like people you don't deal with anymore?
At the time, I've been stopped dealing with them, but they came on my property out of nowhere 7 months later to start some mess when I wasn't even at the location. And I ended up coming back home, and it was a lot of talking for no reason that didn't have anything to do with me, actually. But they just told me, like I was telling in the chat earlier, I think to somebody, I think there was a lieutenant, a sergeant, and 2 cops out there that told me it wasn't my fault and I wasn't getting locked up. But the arresting officer had pulled up from around the corner and said, take everybody. And everybody's trying to figure out why when I live here and they're trespassing on my property.
Okay. So if they come around you, just keep a record of it, but just don't have any contact with them. 40 hours of 12 months probation, 1 day credit for time served, 40 hours of community service, and your probation will terminate as soon as you have documented the 40 hours. Supervision fees will be waived. And I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss James. She's going to explain everything. She's going to, are you in Clayton County or in Georgia?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not asking you just so, people can find you. I'm asking for the purposes of making sure you can get to the courthouse for reports, because we do have a bus that comes right to the courthouse. So I just wanted to make sure that you could get, because it comes right and parks right outside. Okay, so I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss James. Ask her any questions that might be specific to your situation. And here's the key. The quickest way to get rearrested is to miss your probation reports. But when you report to your probation officer, they are really good at helping you to be successful on probation. So that you have any issues, please make sure you bring it to them and ask them about it, because they are really compassionate and they will fight for you. As long as you're doing what you need to do, then they will help you as much as they possibly can. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go into the breakout room with Miss James, and you do not have to come back to the main room. You just go on and proceed with your probation if, requirements.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and I hope you get a job soon, Miss Reed. Like I said, even if you got to start small and build up and go from here, or put 2 or 3 jobs together, just make it happen, okay?
That's the goal, no problem.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, so we are resolving cases on the bond forfeiture calendar. Look at that. Anything else on this calendar? All right, I do not believe so. I'll be back in a little bit. So on the 1 p.m. calendar, if y'all come on, just go ahead and start talking. If y'all can start talking about the calendars, and if there are people who show up, if you start talking to them and seeing if you can resolve anything, because I'm trying to make sure that this sort of that rule of, if you capture somebody immediately, you don't have to come back. That's right, Mr. James. Let me look on this 10 o'clock calendar. Does anybody know where Mr. James is supposed to be? Because I
He
don't
was on
remember.
the 10.
I'm looking. Wrong.
He was on the 10. You
10.
ordered a rule absolute for him.
Okay, well, Mr. James, you might have, I might have already signed it. Miss Arnold, I'm probably already signed a rule absolute for Mr. James. Yes, Mr. James, you are before the court. You are represented by Lister, Holt, and Dennis. The court is going to rescind the rule absolute because you showed up. And Miss Arnold, if you will take care of that for me, if somebody will send Miss Arnold a message for her to take care of that, because I think she's headed back to her office from delivering some paperwork. So, Miss Tortorello, Mr. James is here.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need a breakout room with him?
Yes, I would need a breakout room with him.
Okay, so Mr. James, thank you for your patience. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. MJ Tortorello, who is an attorney with the law firm of Lister, Holt, and Dennis, and they are assigned to represent you. Once you have spoken to her, she may need to get that information from the state that might help you resolve your case, whether you resolve it today or in the future. At least you will be in contact with your attorneys. She will walk you through the process of making sure you can get your address changed if that's necessary also, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just go into the breakout room. All right, and I'm gonna be sitting here signing stuff, either paperwork and on my tablet, all right? And y'all just let me know what's going on.
Hi there, Miss Powell. Is it possible to get a breakout room with Miss James?
Miss Bing, I'm unable to set up the breakout rooms from my computer. Judge will have to do it.
Oh, okay. Your Honor,
I'm sorry, who do you need a breakout room with?
yeah, with Miss James?
Oh, probation? Okay.
Yes.
Um, all right, Miss James is in breakout room number 1. Miss Bing, I'm gonna put you in breakout room number 1.
Thank you.
All right.
Miss James, I'm sending you a chat about what we discussed.
I received it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Your Honor, I have an announcement on behalf of Mr. James.
Okay, what's your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we are waiving formal arraignment and we're pleading not guilty. He
Okay.
missed his arraignment. And I was hoping that we could set aside that bench warrant since my client has appeared before Your Honor. He advised that he did not receive notice that his address is correct with the state court clerk's office, and he did not receive a court notice. But I got his phone number, so we will keep in touch.
Okay, so Miss Arnold, or can somebody keep a note for me to remind Miss Arnold that the forfeiture of recognizance and the bench warrant will be recalled?
Yeah, I'm sending her a note now.
All right, thank you. All right, so Mr. James, just please keep in touch with your attorney, because this is something that either through trial or plea is very resolvable. But we need to know where you are so we can keep in touch with you and get it done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I'm kind of partial to animals, Mr. James. So if you have animals, it's getting cold, read up on best practices for how to care for them and make sure that they are taken care of. Don't tell me anything. I'm just
No, it
saying.
was just such a dumb. It was just it's a total misunderstanding.
Okay. Well, then just make sure that y'all get that resolved. Okay. All righty. Thank you, sir. And thank you for showing up today. I'm glad you did.
Thank
All
you.
right. Did we have anybody else until the 1 o'clock? All righty. Okay, thank you. I'll be back at 1. I'm gonna just finish signing some things. I might be a little bit after 1. I'm trying to sign some things, and then I gotta run out, run to another office for a second. But then I'll be on as soon as I can. But if y'all come on and y'all are able to talk to each other and get some stuff resolved, that'll be good too, or text or chat or whatever.
Yes,
All right.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry, who would be responsible for breakout rooms since you're gone? Would Miss Powell be able to do that?
Ms. Powell may be the co-host while I'm gone. I think, Ms. Powell, are you the co-host when I'm gone? Are you the host? That's
I
possible.
can be judge. I think you have to make me the host though.
Okay, but if she's not able to do it, then y'all just chat or call each other.
Okay.
All right then. Thank you.
Are you making me the host, Judge?
I'm gonna try to, but you know, with
Okay.
technology, Ms. Powell and Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll see y'all at 1.